Hello friends, if you're new here, welcome, and if you're someone that's been around, welcome back. As you can already tell, this is a home reset vlog. Javante just finished doing the pantry renovations, which was honestly a project that we've been planning for a while, and just with life, work, all the things, we had the plans for it, we had the material, just never really got around to doing it. I'm gonna say New Year's resolution, but he started it before we left for the holidays, was to get this pantry done. And so he just finished it and I'm really excited. I love the color, my choice, and the structure frame that he built. Like when you looked at the pantry before, there wasn't anything wrong with it. Like it had quality-ish shelves, but it just wasn't the best use of the space. It made it really hard to organize it since it was just all shelves. So with this structure now, everything basically has a home. It's a lot more functional, I think, and more visually pleasing, and we all love that. After he finished, I just jumped right in to start the organizing, especially since everything that was in our pantry ended up in our kitchen, in our dining room. It's been a undertaking. It's also making me realize that we had a lot of stuff in there that we just honestly didn't either need, we weren't using it, or the pantry wasn't really the best place for it to be. I think our pantry and the little closet in the back, we call it Narnia. I don't know what else to call it. It just became like a, okay, we don't know where to put it, but like in here makes sense kind of thing. So now with all of this like reorganizing, I'm trying not to let that happen again by making sure that like where things are makes sense, that it's easy for us to use and maintain, and that everything actually has a home versus there's these random manuals in the pantry, or a lot of the extra like storage containers and stuff like that, or boxes from things that we got like 2 years ago. I think I got a good amount done yesterday based on like where I stopped. I'm hoping I can get maybe like 75% done today. That might be ambitious, but we'll see. Also just had groceries delivered, so it's also like perfect timing to put some stuff away. Also the benefit of cleaning out the pantry is that you realize the things that you need before grocery shopping. I just finished up work, so I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break. I started watching Black Phone 2 and I kind of want to finish before I get started. And then I'll jump back into the organizing. The other thing I'll add is, as much as this is like a pantry restock slash reorganizing, it's also like a kitchen reorganizing too, because the things that I'm taking out of the pantry that I just don't think really should be in the pantry, nor does it really fit now with the structure that we have, it's going in the kitchen, or there were things in the kitchen, like all of our kitchen appliances that were taking up cabinet space. They're now in that tall part of the pantry, which makes way more sense. So now that frees up a lot of the cabinet space in the kitchen. So there's like reorganizing happening all throughout the kitchen, including the pantry. We'll see how long this takes. My goal is to be done by the end of this week, which I think is possible, as long as I don't start adding on like other little projects like touching cabinets that I don't need to touch right now. All right, I'm gonna go finish the movie because I'm halfway done and I want to see how it ends, and then we'll get started. I've been working, and when I say working, I mean organizing while watching the movie, which could be a recipe for disaster because you know when you try to do stuff and watch a movie at the same time, you end up sitting down. That hasn't happened. I think I've made really good progress as far as putting stuff into that back closet. At least everything that's in there now is stuff that's like, okay, this will stay. There's still some stuff that's sitting out that honestly, when Javante comes home, we're gonna have to go through it. A lot of it's boxes, so I know we'll throw that out, but then there's some other stuff that I'm like, let's just double check and then figure out what we want to do with these. I think it's doing that weird banding thing, but this is what back here looks like now. There's a clear path to walk. All of our, what are these, cleaning appliances are there, and then the Christmas stuff is on this side. We have some like fans and filters, a space heater, air purifier. That's all over there too, but it's still like easily accessible. And if we do have to add anything else in here, at least there's still like space, but before like you couldn't even walk in here. So I am really happy that there is at least like a path to get in, and then even if we like fill up right here, not too mad at that. So at least what's back there is not stuff that we'll need at all, or at least anytime soon. Now I have to finish doing the pantry side of things. Mainly from what I'm looking at, there's like the seasoning, because we had bought some in bulk, some of the bottle type stuff like oils, vinegar, stuff like that. I think we'll be at a really good stopping point by the time I get done with that piece of it, because that'll be all of like the food items. And once the food items are in, then it's just really, is this trash or not? Or does this have another home? Ignore that. That's something else that needs to be organized. But I'm gonna finish the movie because it's almost done. I will say, so far it's not as good as the first one, but who knows, the ending might surprise me. We've officially made it to the point where all of the food items have made it into the pantry in some capacity. There are some things that I haven't fully found a home for yet, even though I technically have down here 1, 2, and then 3 are still empty. I'm not fully in love with how some things are placed, but I figured over time as we figure out our flow, then we'll change things up. But these are all like the small random things that I probably just need to get like a bin or something for. This definitely is 75%, like I said I wanted. So I'm feeling good. Back here is still looking pretty clear. Did add some more things, but there's still that walkway to get back there. It did take me a little bit longer than anticipated because I was basically moving things from like the original packaging into some of the bottles and glassware that we have, and like restocking our spice drawer just to clean things up. So I think that 1 helped with space, but then 2 also gave me a better sense of what do we need and don't need. But I think that's been my biggest lesson with any of the reorganizing projects that I've done since we've had the house is don't overcommit because things will change and it might seem like a good idea at the time, but start small and then like work your way into what makes the most sense. That's the whole reason why I'm not buying anything for me putting stuff away in the pantry now, because I'm trying to use as much as what we already have and then kind of see how we work with it and then let that decide what we need versus going out and spending way too much money at the container store.